Hi folks, this is Vicki at patternprincess.com. Today I want to show you how to make these really cute hair scrunchies. Just 2 rounds to make this really nice ruffly one. And I've done it in Care and Simply Soft using, it's a medium weight yarn. This is just some yarn scraps. It was white and this is pink. And this is just using 1 round. If you just wanted a little bit of a crochet around. And this is just 1 round. A single crochet. And so today I'm going to make the blue one. This is using 1 round of single crochet, but this is Bernat Blanket yarn. So that's how that looks. It is a different size hook. I used a size K hook with this Bernat Blanket yarn. With my Care and Simply Soft, I used a size I hook. Okay, and then this is 2 rounds using the Bernat Blanket yarn with a K hook. It's slightly less ruffly, but no less puffy, and you still have the spring of the hair scrunchie. You can put this around on your hair. And I've just used just a regular black hair scrunchie. This is a, I don't know what you call it, zucchini hair scrunchie. I just have a package of them, and I'm going to show you how to crochet around it. It's very simple and quick. Just a very, if you're looking for a very quick project to do, this is it. So I leave my little yarn tail, and I put my loop in my hook the same way I normally do, because I'm going to make sure I join it onto the hair tie, and I'm not worried about my first stitch slipping out. So I'm just going to take it and go through here. Okay, and then bring my yarn through that slip knot on my hook. Then I take this and pull it, and I just pull everything tight, snug everything up. There we go. Now I'm going to get this tail out of the way, and now I'm going to chain 1. That really doesn't count as anything. That just allows me to get my length high enough so I can work my single crochet without being too flat there. It's easier to join with a slip stitch when you get to the other end. So all we're going to do is do a single crochet. I put my hook through the hair scrunchie, grab my yarn, bring it through, and grab my yarn and bring it through the 2 loops. So just keep working single crochets all the way around. When I got to 30, I squished my yarn together, and I added a few more stitches. I got 38 stitches. You could use a size H hook, and you could use a different thickness of yarn, and you will have less single crochet stitches that you'll be able to get around. Once I got to about 30, like I said, I scrunched my yarn up. I'll show you how I did that. And then I added a few more. That way when you stretch out the yarn, you won't see as much of the hair tie. Now, when I did my Bernat Blanket yarn, I only got, I think, 20 or 21 stitch. I gotta look, 20 stitches around. So you may get 20 or 21 stitches if you use that Bernat Blanket yarn. But here is I'm almost done with that single crochet. You see how fast this is going? And you really don't have to count. I counted because I'm writing up a pattern when I first wrote it up. See, I'm going to scrunch it together, and I'm going to add more. But you certainly really don't have to count. When you get the scrunchie covered with stitches, you're done with the first round. So we're almost done here. I may have to get more yarn. We'll see if I can make it. Here we go. And I can fit 1 more. And I'm just going to join to my first single crochet with a slip stitch. Now, if you want to have just the 1 round, you would stop now. All we'd have to do is cut off our yarn and weave in our yarn ends. And I don't weave them this way. I kind of try and weave them real close to where I am, because when you pull the scrunchie apart, you don't want that the weaved ends to pull apart or have it hinder your ability to pull it apart. Okay, so this is round 1. let me get more yarn here, and I'm going to do round 2. Okay, let's do round 2. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then yarn over twice, because we're going to do a treble crochet. We're going to do 2 of them right back in that same spot. 1. There we go. Yarn over twice. And that's my first one. And now we're going to do the same thing in every stitch all the way around. So if you had 30 stitches to begin with, you're going to have 60. If you had 40, you'll have 80 by the time that you're done. However many stitches you started with, you should have double. And that's all we do. We're going to continue. Yarn over twice. And so do 2 treble crochet in each stitch. I'll do a little bit more here. And then I'll stop to show you how it looks. Because it's going to start to get ruffly on you. You could also have achieved this look if you wanted to do like 2 rounds of double crochet or 2 rounds of half double crochet. But this is just such a fast way to do it with this treble crochet. And it looks nice. So here we go. We're about a quarter of the way around right now. And this is how it's looking. I'm doing 2 treble crochet in every single stitch. Okay. I'm going to work my way around to this side then. Okay, I'm down to my last 2 loops. Hopefully you can see that there's 2 loops left. And so I'm going to do my last set of 2 treble crochet in each loop. Oops, I got my yarn tangled. You know, every time I get on camera, I tangle my yarn. It's like a thing. Oh, here we go. All right, last one. And it's right in there. And then we're going to join this with a slip stitch, and we'll weave in our yarn ends, and we will be done. It's really a cute, quick project. And if you know of a little, so this was our first chain 3. We're going to insert our hook right here and bring it through. So that way, that first chain 3 really doesn't count as anything. It just kind of covers up any space that you may have. But anyways, this is a nice gift for, I don't know, young girl, if you know somebody that's having a birthday. It's a quick make that you can make for her. It's really cute and pretty. And it's a great way to use up yarn scrap. So I'm going to pull my loop all the way through. Get rid of my hook. Maybe get rid of my hook. There we go. Grab my yarn needle. And then we're just going to weave our yarn and finish this up. All right, I'm just going to go through this next loop to bring it to the back. And it also makes it a little bit flatter there. See, it's a nice little join that makes it nicer. So now I'm over these 2 loops right here. So I'm just going to kind of work down first. Come on, there we go. I like to shove it through some yarn. Some people like to actually split their yarn in half and weave some of the yarn one way, some of the yarn the next way. If you have a thicker yarn, when I did this one here, it's so easy. I just tied a knot. I took the top, I weaved it down, took the top, took the bottom, tied a knot, and then I just took the 2 yarn ends and weaved them in once the other way and snipped it off. And I really can't even tell where I did it. And this one I weaved until I got down, and then I tied a knot and did the same thing. I weaved the top down and did it, and I cannot tell. That's one thing that's nice about the thicker yarn. I cannot tell where I even did it. Oh, here. It's here. But anyway, it's a nice way to cover up where you put your yarn. You can see it a little bit more when you use a medium weight yarn like this. And I'm going to go through. I'm just going to weave it in just a couple times. And I'm just going up and down the same one here. Okay. And you go back and forth. You make sure that you go back and forth and not just up and down, because it can pull. And then I'll go down one more time. And now this bottom one, remember I started the bottom one with that knot, so it's already pretty secure. Come on. Okay, so this is done. I'm going to call that weaving done on that one. So I'm going to get rid of this, and then we got this one. I started with a knot on the bottom, so I don't really have to weave it a whole lot. And so I'm just going to go through a little bit up here, just as extra security. And then I'm going to go down. I'm just going to do once, and I'm actually going to go underneath that knot where I started. And that one I'm just going to be done with that, just 2 ends in. And now we'll just snip it. And this is like a quick, what, 15-minute make maybe? There. There we go. All done. And this is how it looks on the back. So you can see, you can feel it. If you're a crocheter, you can tell exactly where I joined it. But I don't know, if you're somebody that isn't a crocheter, even if I looked at this a month from now, I may not be able to tell where I did it. And there we go. You have a cute little ruffly hair scrunchie. I hope that you would take some time to make your own, and you can mush this around. It'll mush around on its own, by the way, for the ruffliness. Anyways, I hope that you take some time to make one for yourself or somebody else, and enjoy your crochet time. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to Pattern Princess, and the pattern is free on patternprincess.com. Go visit us. Thanks for watching.